YouTube.
Hey YouTube friends and family, it's your boy GB Reviews, and today we're doing a vegetarian meal from Green Chef. We're doing a green pea and feta falafel. I have all the ingredients here. We're gonna go through the ingredients and then I'll go step by step through the instructions. You will need a food processor for this meal. You can do it without a food processor, but it is much easier if you have a food processor. And so let's go through the ingredients real quick. We have 5.5 ounces of peas. We have our feta cheese here, 2 ounces of feta cheese. We have a half cup of lemon-basil yogurt sauce. We have a clove of garlic. Oh no, excuse me, yeah. We have 1/4 an ounce of garlic. We have 4 ounces of red kale. We have some cumin-allspice blend. We have our organic couscous. This is half a cup. We have 2 teaspoons of flour. Excuse me. We have 2 tablespoons of flour. We have a half a cup of panko breadcrumbs. We have 1 scallion, 1 bouillon cube. We have an ounce of dried cranberries, and we have 1.5 tablespoons of pistachios. So for this meal, it's gonna be, it takes about 40 minutes. It's not difficult, but I don't think it's probably an intermediate meal just because you're gonna have to blend some stuff. But we're gonna go through the steps and then we'll do everything quickly. I'll let you see me sped up doing stuff. And then we only have to cook the couscous and then we'll cook the falafel. Those are the only 2 things we have to cook today, but we will need the food processor. So with that, let's get into the steps. So the first part of what we have to do is we have to prep everything. So we have to cut up the kale. You want to take the stems out because we're going to use the kale for kale salad. It's just going to be a nice fresh kale salad. You can chop the leaves. We're going to make it nice and easy. And then we're going to thinly slice our scallions. You want to discard the root, but we're going to thinly slice that. And then we're going to mince our garlic. So you want to mince, if you have never minced it, it's pretty easy. But we're going to mince our garlic. And then we're going to make our salad. So you're going to place the kale in a bowl and you're going to drizzle about 1 tablespoon of olive oil and then lightly season it with salt. And then you want to massage until the leaves start to get soft, because you don't want, the thing is with kale is kind of like collard greens. If you don't soften it up a little bit, it's gonna have a hard texture. So you don't want to do that. And then we're gonna add we're gonna add our dried cranberries and the pistachios to that. And then we're gonna put about 1 tablespoon of the lemon-basil dressing. And so that's gonna be our salad. And then now we're gonna make our mixture for this is step 3. We're gonna make our mixture for our falafel. So this is where you need your food processor. You're gonna take you're gonna take your peas, your feta cheese, and your scallions, and the garlic, and you'll put it in the food processor. We're gonna add our 2 tablespoons of flour. We're gonna add our cumin spice mix, and then we're gonna add our breadcrumbs, and you're gonna pulse it. You're gonna pulse it until you get like a nice kind of like patty type material, almost like a burger patty, because we're gonna fry them up. Now, you can do that with your hand. It will just take longer. You can use a fork or you can use a potato masher. It just takes longer to do. And I recommend, if you have a food processor, use a food processor. After that, we're gonna form 6 patties. You're gonna transfer the mixture to a large bowl. We're gonna wet our hands because you don't want it to stick to your hands. And you're gonna start to form 6 patties about 1/2 inch thick. And then we're gonna transfer those patties to the plate. And then we're gonna let them sit in the refrigerator for 5 minutes because you want them to be hard when you start to cook them. And then while that's going on, we're gonna cook our couscous. So you wanna heat 1 tablespoon of olive oil in a small pot. We're gonna get our small pot. And then we're gonna put it on medium heat. We're gonna add the couscous to the pot, and we're gonna stir it because we're gonna toast it. We're gonna treat our couscous like we've treated other things that we've made, like risotto and orzo. We're gonna toast it a little bit. I'm sorry, I'm losing my voice. But anyway, we're gonna toast it. And then once we finish toasting it, we are going to add 3/4 cup of water. And they're gonna bring it to a boil, and then you're gonna crumble bouillon cube in there in the boiling water, and you're gonna stir it, and you're gonna cover the pot with a lid, and you're gonna let it rest about 5 minutes until the water's fully absorbed. And so then your couscous will be done. You can fluff it with a fork, and then you drizzle it with olive oil to give it a little bit more viscosity, and then you put salt and pepper in it to taste. And then the final step is plating. But before that, we're gonna cook our patties. So you're gonna put about 2 tablespoons of olive oil in a nonstick pan, and we're gonna start, once they're hot, we're gonna do 3 patties at a time. And you're gonna cook 3 to 4 minutes on each side, and then you're gonna make sure it's evenly browned, and we'll transfer to a plate. Then finally, we'll plate everything, we'll taste it, and then we'll be done. It should take about 40 minutes. It'll take me a little bit longer, again, because we're filming. And I probably won't speak too much more because my voice is gone. But let's go to making the salad, actually. So I'm gonna go grab some bowls. We're gonna come back and I'm gonna high speed some salad. All right, let's go. All right, family, we're done. The meal was quite simple. I think everything turned out well. It wasn't too difficult. The falafels turned out well. As you saw from the plating, everything plated up well. And so now all we have to do is try it, and you still have your yogurt mixture here. So let's try it, see what it tastes like. Again, I've never made falafels before, so that's my disclaimer. But they weren't very difficult to make. And these were made out of regular peas versus chickpeas. So here goes nothing. Regular peas are definitely way more forgiving than chickpeas because these came out really, really well. I was not expecting this. You definitely want to use a food processor. I can taste garlic in every bright bite. I don't think that I would have gotten the mixture quite right if I'd have done it by hand. Yeah, that was good. So my kale, let's see how the kale salad turned out. It's good. You can taste the pistachios and the cranberry. Definitely make sure you get the stems out because kale is, again, harder than most greens. And so the stems would be not very good unless you cook it. And then finally, our couscous. Last time we made a different type of couscous. We made an Israeli couscous. This is a Moroccan couscous. So let's see. It is the perfect vegetarian meal. There's no meat in this meal. So for my vegan friends, except for maybe the yogurt. But you can get some vegan substitutes. But everything else, this is a good vegan option. With that, I'm gonna close this out. Please hit the like button for the algorithm. Please subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Please hit me up on in the comments to let me know if you've tried this before, if there's other meals you want me to try. And please share this with your friends. Let them know that we're trying to do some things differently. We're making the best of quarantine situation. So that quarantine life, we're gonna be better at the end. Anyway, it's your boy GB Reviews. Please subscribe and like below. falafels.
Subscribe right below.